everybody, welcome to my chaotic life. It's so nice to have you here. My name is Mia. For anyone who doesn't know, I am a 24-year-old blogger from Belfast. Basically, this is a channel where you're going to get honesty, truthfulness and transparency. So, first things first, I don't even know where to start. I feel like there's just so much to talk about right now. The first thing, and it's something that a lot of people probably would not be familiar with, was that I grew up in a cult. So from the age of 3 to 23, I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and that was probably one of the flippin' craziest experiences of my life. Not that I'm really used to anything else. I feel like life now is probably really crazy because I was just so used to everything back then. That life was just normality to me. So I grew up in a cult. In the past year and a half, I have been diagnosed with 2 different cancers. So I was diagnosed with Hodgkins lymphoma and thyroid cancer. Oh, my little kitten's wanting to come in. Alfie. Yeah, so I was diagnosed with Hodgkins lymphoma and thyroid cancer. So about a year ago, I was going through chemotherapy. My mum passed away whenever I was 3 years old. So that's probably another big thing in my life that is sort of different, I guess. I don't really know what it's like to have a mum. I can't remember. I grew up and it was just my dad and my brother. So that's another thing that I'm gonna get into a little bit more, tell you more about, share my experience and also learn from you guys, because I feel like my life, looking back on it now, I'm sort of like, nothing really makes sense. I'm like, why flipping me? And that's quite a common mindset that people get, is like, why me? Especially with the cancer. You probably see the scar on my neck. So I had 2 surgeries during the summer, and I had, first of all, I had half my thyroid removed, then I had the other half of my thyroid removed in a second surgery because this cancer had actually spread. So much to talk about. But anyways, I thought I'd start at the beginning, and Alfie's eating my leftovers. Flipstick. I'll be right back. So anyone who follows me on Instagram will also know that I got married quite young. So I got married whenever I was 21 and divorced when I was 23. Crazy. And all will be revealed, the story, how it happened, why I flipping got married at 21. This year as well, I also celebrated all my first holidays. So first Christmas, first birthday, first Valentine's Day, which was yesterday, and it was amazing. Good evening everybody. I cannot believe this is my first ever Valentine's Day. Do you know what? I feel like it's one of those things that every year would roll around and I just sort of got on with the day. But I woke up this morning and I was so flippin' happy that I was able to get involved and have fun. I can't quite believe it, to be honest. Like, how is this the first one? I don't know. It's been a really tough year, but I think that it's so important to talk about these things. I think it's so important to share your experiences, and I feel like I'm in quite a unique position that I'm actually able to use the crazy life-changing experiences that I've went through to possibly help someone else who's going through something. I'm going to talk about the religion, I'm going to talk about the marriage, I'm going to talk about the cancer, I'm going to talk about chemotherapy. Another thing, oh goodness, side note, I actually have really short hair and I have extensions in, so my hair right now is only like that length because I just finished chemotherapy, but I actually have hair in recovery extensions. What was I saying there? Oh yes, what I was going to talk about was weight gain. So over the course of my cancer journey, I gained about, I want to say 40 pounds. I think it was about 40 pounds, and that was probably one of the most difficult things for me to cope with. Not only did I lose all my hair, but I feel like I lost my identity overnight. And other cancer patients and people who have been through that before will understand what I mean, that it just feels like it's taken everything from you. I lost my hair, I gained a bunch of weight, I was super sick. Then I found out that I had thyroid cancer as well, and then everything just snowballed. And it was at that point I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do anything unless it makes me happy. Because at the end of the day, sometimes you need to be selfish. Sometimes you need to just rein everything in and be like, look, everything that I'm doing in my life right now, is it making me happy? and what can I change moving forward to make it better. And about a year and a half ago, I made the decision to totally change my life. I changed my diet, I changed my style, I left a religion, left a marriage. I no longer have a family, but it means I get to create my own. It's no choice of my own that losing my family happened. It's just the rules of the cult that they can't speak to me anymore. So I am a lone wolf. Well, I was a lone wolf about a year ago, and I spent a good bit of time just analysing my life and figuring out what it is I really wanted. And I found such a love for social media, and I got so much support from everybody. And it's always been my dream to have a YouTube channel, so I was like, I'm gonna flip and do it. So here I am. Hey. So yeah, that's just like a little brief interlude of my life, of what I'm gonna talk about and what's going on. Breathe. And then the next video is just going to get straight into everything and tell you all the details and just try to share as much as I can just to give you a bit more of an insight, and then we'll take it from there. Like I said, I can promise you honesty, transparency, and just the truth. No one can say anything to you for telling the truth, and sometimes the truth hurts. Do you know what's funny? I always used to hate it whenever I was watching YouTube videos and they were like, oh, if you could please like, comment and subscribe. But seriously, you just know what to do. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, then here's my Instagram handle if you want to check out what I'm doing day to day. But thank you so much for watching. I'm so excited to share this journey with you, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it with me.